I mean, plain and simple, right? These idiots! Huh? These idiots! I can't go through another goddamn session like that! 40 minutes to die to somebody.
Let's talk about Dr. Disrespect for a second. You know, the guy who's basically the human version of a hype train on steroids? The two-time. The man who made mullets and mustaches look like they belong in a museum? Yeah, that guy. Well, it turns out 2024 is not his year. And nope, it's not just because his Wi-Fi lagged during a stream. Things have gone south faster than Doc could drop a hot take. We all remember the massive Twitch ban back in 2020, right? No warning, no details, just boom, gone. It was like your favorite show getting canceled mid-season, leaving everyone hanging. And what did Doc do? He just shrugged it off, gave us his signature smirk, and jumped to YouTube, acting like nothing even happened.
What the f*** is this game about? What is it about? Huh?
Millions of subscribers were back on board, and for a while, it seemed like he had us all wrapped around his finger again. But oh no, the plot twists just kept coming. Buckle up, because this ride is about to hit a whole new level of crazy. Fast forward to June 2024, enter Cody Connor. Some guy we've never even heard of, apparently a former Twitch employee, decides to drop a bombshell. He claims that Doc was banned because of, wait for it, allegedly texting a minor back in 2017. Yeah, let that marinate for a second.
Everything! This guy had a level 3, can't even open a fucking bag! Huh? Doesn't even know how to open a bag, doesn't know how to loot, doesn't know how to do nothing!
The internet did what it does best, imploded faster than a Fortnite lobby after a no-scope snipe. People went nuts. Some were yelling, cancel him, while others were like, nah, Doc would never. The fanbase split like a pizza, half sticking with their pepperoni-loving Doc, and the other half like, nope, pass me the anchovies, I'm done with this guy. And let's talk about the gaming community. Oh, it was like the Hunger Games. The Act Man was out here trying to make sense of the situation, saying the legal stuff sounded fishy, while Penguin was straight up roasting him, calling the whole thing a mess. People were legit picking sides, and it got heated. Then, Doc comes out swinging. In classic Doc fashion, his response was all vague and lawyer speak, talking about no wrongdoing, blah, blah, blah. Come on, Doc, you could at least throw us a bone here.
You guys, there's little chubby cheek blonde baked flappy gums that somehow, some ways, they snake in, reword some things, and then I read something.
Either say I didn't do it, or yeah, I messed up, anything. But nah, he's out here giving us NPC dialogue like we're stuck in a glitch. People just wanted an answer, and what did they get? Nada. Zilch. Just enough vagueness to make everyone side-eye him even harder. But here's where things hit another level of accord. Midnight Society, yep, the gaming company Doc co-founded, decided they'd had enough. They announced they were cutting ties with him live. Not even a private email, just boom, on stream.
How we... You know how we run things here.
Watching Doc's reaction in real time? Priceless. It was like that moment in a game where you realize you didn't save right before the boss fight. He just sat there, looking like he'd missed a headshot in the finals. The man was stunned, and that's when everyone started realizing, maybe this was more than just another scandal for Document. Maybe this was the real deal.
I could just look up every couple moments, oh, it's 30 to 35, game goes to 50, this is kind of getting close, now my attention's up here, like...
Oh. And just when you thought it couldn't possibly get any worse, June 26, 2024, Doc goes ahead and tweets. Wait for it, a confession? Yep, he admits he did text a minor back in 2017, but don't worry, he insists it was casual and nothing illegal. 'Cause, you know, that totally makes it better, right? I mean, nothing illegal. Is that supposed to make us go, oh, cool, no big deal? Doc, read the room. Fans tried to defend him, saying, see, he said nothing illegal, while others were like, dude, casual? That's what you're going with. And the kicker? He couldn't even stick with one version of the tweet. First, he says minor, then he deletes it, then it's back in. The internet noticed, of course. It was like trying to sneak a chip in class and crumbling the whole bag. Every time he edited it, it was like adding more gasoline to the fire. His fans, his die-hard supporters who'd stuck with him through the whole Twitch ban and every other drama, were even starting to second-guess him. The whole thing was spiraling out of control, and the doc? He was fresh out of Extra Lives. He's still streaming, still throwing on that signature red and black outfit, that shiny mustache glistening under the studio lights, acting like nothing's wrong. But let's be real, it's different. The vibe? Completely off. It's like watching your favorite athlete go back to the field after a gnarly injury. The energy's there, but you can tell, something's just missing. His chat's blowing up with questions, and not the usual "what's your loadout, doc?" People are asking the big stuff. Did you do it? Is it true? And every time he sidesteps those questions, the chat's like, oh, so we're just gonna pretend? It's tense.
Hey, Scotty! Scotty, feel like you're getting to the air. I feel like you're getting a little bit too close to my...
This dude who's built a brand around being Mr. Unshakable, a guy who never backs down, now looks like he's dodging punches. Now, let's rewind a bit, just for context. We're talking about a guy who basically brought pro wrestling energy to gaming. This is the same Dr. Disrespect who would hit streams like he was stepping into the WWE ring. The shades, the mullet, the whole "I'm better than you" attitude. It wasn't just an act. It was the ACT. He had the gaming community eating out of his hand because he was fearless. He'd walk into E3 with a camera crew, talking trash and pulling stunts. That's what made him him. But now, it's like he's tiptoeing, trying not to slip. And it's not just the fans. The whole gaming scene is divided. You've got people who grew up watching Doc, who'd scream, yeah, 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 in the chat, now questioning everything. Some creators are still behind him, saying, innocent until proven guilty, right? The Act Man said, without hard evidence, we can't just throw stones.
Yeah. 49ers faithful. Let's make some noise. Come on! Come on!
But then you've got people like Ludwig saying, listen, if there's nothing to hide, why dodge? And honestly, he's not wrong. The more Doc dodges, the more it feels like something's off. And Doc, he tries to address it, kind of. He gets on stream, says he's got to stay within legal boundary, and won't say anything without his lawyer's advice. Like, okay, lawyer talk, cool, but what the fans want is just a straight-up answer. Either clear your name or say what's up. Instead, it's this endless cycle of vague statements, like he's a glitchy NPC repeating the same line over and over. People are frustrated. They're losing patience. It's like watching a soap opera, but with Doc in the lead role. Then, the bombshell hits. Midnight Society, the game company Doc co-founded, says they're cutting ties. This was his company, his dream project to reshape the gaming world. And they're done with him? It was like watching a kingdom crumble. You could see it on his face, too. When he got the news live on stream, the look, that wasn't just shock. It was the face of a guy watching everything he built fall apart. And then the roasting begins. Penguins goes on video, calling him out, saying, dude, if you didn't do anything, just say it. And honestly, that's the sentiment across the board. The gaming world, which usually forgives if you're honest, is getting fed up. His community's turning into a battlefield. The numbers don't lie. His YouTube channel? Yeah, it's taking hits. Tens of thousands of subscribers gone, and the view count's slipping. People aren't as hyped to tune in. His merch? Forget it. There was a time you couldn't go to a convention without seeing a Dr. Disrespect hoodie. Now, people are ditching the brand. The Doc's untouchable status? On life support. Even his subreddit, once a place of pure loyalty, is turning into a war zone. It's like a timeline of his greatest moments turned into a courtroom, fans debating whether he's worth defending. And when your own community starts to crumble, that's when you know it's game over. The Doc keeps streaming, trying to keep up the energy, but it's clear, it's not the same. That swagger? Fading. The high-energy jokes? Falling flat. Watching him now is like watching a player stuck in a game they're slowly losing, but they just don't want to quit. And for the Doc, that's gotta sting. The man who was once untouchable is now just another name caught in the whirlwind of internet controversy. The bravado that made him a legend now feels forced. The internet's turned into this massive echo chamber of doc theories. Everyone from casual fans to big-name streamers are diving in, dissecting every old clip, every interview, searching for clues. Was there a hint in that 2018 stream? Did that one line mean something? It's like an online detective hunt, but instead of finding treasure, people are uncovering the stuff they'd probably rather forget. Even his OG supporters are starting to ask, did we miss something? The tide's turned, and Dr. Disrespect is right there, stuck in the undertow. Every stream seems to bring in a smaller crowd, the chat getting quieter, the hype comments fading out. It's almost surreal, watching this guy who was once gaming royalty lose that grip on his throne. And it's not just about the scandal anymore, it's about trust. This dude was the hype man, the guy who could turn a grocery store run into a blockbuster. Now, people are wondering if any of it was even real. What about the die-hard fans? They're still hanging on barely, but it's getting harder for them. It's tough to stay loyal when every corner of the internet's pointing fingers. You've got folks who once wore Doc's merch to conventions now deleting posts, removing tags, even calling him out. It's like watching a king get dethroned, except this time, there's no kingdom left to go back to. And then, total silence. Yep, Doc goes dark. No streams, no tweets, no updates. It's like he's just vanished, leaving this giant mystery hanging in the air. The internet does what it does best, fills the silence with rumors. Is he done for good? Is he pulling a dramatic comeback? Is he just hiding until things blow over? Nobody knows. All anyone can say is that the Dr. Disrespect we knew seems to be fading away. And honestly, the silence only adds fuel to the fire. Every day without a response, every unanswered question just makes the mystery that much bigger. Will we ever get a clear answer? It's frustrating, like finishing a cliffhanger episode with no season finale in sight. So now, the million-dollar question. Is this really the end of Dr. Disrespect? Is there a chance he'll pull off some comeback? Rebrand himself yet again? Or has the gaming world seen the last of him? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. If you've made it this far, you're officially a part of the drama. So what do you think? Is Doc gone for good? Or is there still one more twist in this wild story? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, help us out by hitting the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and until the next scandal, keep your eyes peeled and popcorn ready.